It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And here we go, toe-to-toe, two of the most formidable front courts in the NBA. Shaq, tonight, how do you see this battle of the bigs being played out?
Well, it's not checkers. It'll definitely be a chess match in the terms of rotations, substitutions. Each team will try to establish itself very, very early.
I thought maybe it'd be a lot more physical than a chess match.
Oh, chess can be physical. You didn't watch Bobby Fischer? He's still missing.
Well, stretch bigs will try to put shot blockers, away from the basket. And then when you get those shot blockers away, you get drives to the rim. So the power bigs, they try to throw their weight around on the blocks, but overall, the stretch bigs separate the floor.
I think it's time to tip this thing off. Kevin Harlan has the call. We'll see you later.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The view from the skies above downtown San Antonio. We're pleased to welcome you to Texas tonight. The Spurs play before the hometown crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. It's the end of a string of away games for the Pacers as they look forward to returning home after this one. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Nate McMillan took over as coach of the Pacers last season. Now, his previous head coaching job had been 5 seasons prior. He said, now, there's a lot of old school in me, but I do understand you have to adapt with this generation of players, the millennials, and how you communicate. They want to bring that old school discipline to this team. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it. 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule. And you're starting to see that. Shortening the preseason. Stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Young and Turner up front. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Now here's Collison. To the paint, here's Turner. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Bellinelli. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Aldridge. Bellinelli for 3. The rebound by Young. On defense, San Antonio. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
You knew they weren't playing well. They tried to make some adjustments. Those got countered. This just wasn't their night.
Now Mills. Following the 3-point attempt by Miles Turner. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Aldridge against Young. 11 feet away. That shot off. And Indiana will come the other way. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
I think it's impossible for fans to understand why you can't shoot a higher percentage when there's no defense on you, right? Quality free throw shooting so crucial to winning.
And here's DeRozan. Darren Collison with the triple. And Bellinelli kicks to Aldridge. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
DeRozan passes to Mills. Aldridge with a screen on Young. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot. Over Young. It's good from in tight. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Collison, covered by Mills. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Back to Oladipo. The kick out to Young. They get it again. Outside Collison. It's Oladipo on the wing. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
Boy, Bogdanovich with the distance delivery. How about that effortless shooting motion?
DeRozan against Bogdanovich. And DeRozan. Here we go. Aldridge a screen. Clock at 4. Mills passes to Aldridge. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Now here's Collison. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And Bellinelli kicks to Aldridge. Back to Bellinelli. Puts it up from 17. The second effort. Second chance shot. Here's Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. And LaMarcus Aldridge really possesses tremendous shooting touch when you consider this guy's basically a 7-footer. And he's increasing that range. Last season, up over 40% from 3.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Aldridge doesn't shoot a ton of threes, yet he still earns his keep in that mid-range.
Yeah, on that left block, back to the basket. And with his size, that turnaround, Jay, is just about unstoppable.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Another shot, and it's laid up and in by DeRozan. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really good job by DeMar DeRozan to turn a missed shot into a scoring opportunity. Really nicely done.
The drive by Collison. Here's Turner. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Now here's Turner. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. Young with no one around. Collison dishes to Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. A three-pointer, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Mills with it, picked up by Turner. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Second shot opportunity. Aldridge, the pass to Gasol. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Aldridge with a screen on Oladipo. Ginobili. Aldridge. It's good on the putback.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Here's Turner following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Collison dishes to Young. And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. Pass to Bogdanovich. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Oladipo against Ginobili. Oladipo, good.
We know Oladipo is one of the quickest guys in the game. He is devastating on the drive.
Mills passes to DeRozan. Over Oladipo. Nice shot from 10 feet out. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Turner with the screen. And Joseph kicks to Turner. Mills with the steal. With his first shot attempt, and that one goes long.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Ginobili kicks to DeRozan. Over Bogdanovich. The Spurs rebound. Here's the teardrop. DeMar DeRozan again. DeRozan's got 8 points. Pacers trail by 3. Joseph with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Oladipo. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And San Antonio shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor.
Great job on the glass. Bodies down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
Now here's Joseph. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Turner with the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the Pacers operating in a smaller market. Some cost restraints for this franchise.
Right. This is not a team that can pay the luxury tax. It's not necessarily a free agent destination either. Those are challenges, but they have remained very competitive over the years.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Dante Cunningham's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Young. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Now here's Evans, following the shot by Rudy Gay. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
What we have watched these first few seasons of his career is a steady improvement at the line for O'Quinn. He is showing he can knock them down consistently.
One drops. He ties it up. Dorsey went from the basketball court right to the broadcasting booth. having seen the game now from an analyst perspective, what might you go back and tell Doris, the player?
Yeah, I'd probably tell myself to throw myself completely into the vibe of the team, to never, even if I were struggling as a basketball player, to turn inward. I would always say turn outward to your teammates and invest in what's going on with the group, and then that seems to make everything fall into place.
And mentally, too, I think you've got to prepare and focus like you would as a player when you are broadcasting.
No question about it.
Here's Joseph after Rudy Gay's bucket. And here's Joseph looking for his first basket still in this one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Corey Joseph, a terrific two-way player, Doris, at the combo guard.
Kev, he's got great pedigree. Remember, he began his career in San Antonio under the great Greg Popovich. This guy's a physical, mobile defender who will guard either the 1 or the 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
In the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99.
Now, here's O'Quinn following the shot by Rudy Gay. In transition, here come the Spurs. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Gay's got his second basket.
And Gay is superb at knowing where to run to in the open floor. A clever forward who finds ways to score in the fast break.
Here's Joseph. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big three of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
And the Spurs with possession following the score by Indiana. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. He dishes it to McDermott. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Three-pointer. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. McDermott's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Murray kicks to Gay. Feeds it to Cunningham. There's the pick. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Rudy Gay suffered the injury last season, but was still a wanted man when free agency rolled around, Greg, and San Antonio got him.
Yeah, I mean, the Spurs made a big offer for him, and Gay felt it was the right fit. Interesting to see how his role develops in San Antonio this year. Still, there's a feeling that he's got a lot left in the tank.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And when you watch Rudy Gay out there on the court, you see just why he's always been a solid scorer in our league. I mean, any situation, any type of offense, he can find a way to get points, and really one of the more underrated players we have in our league.
Rudy Gay hits them both. And with Rudy Gay, scoring, Greg, has never been a problem for him. Has pretty much had the same level of production his entire career.
Yeah, and if you say that about some players, it's considered an insult, but it's a good thing for Gay. Usually will shoot in the mid-40s for his field goal percentage, and solid at that small forward position. Also a great ISO game.
Shot clock at 5, and O'Quinn kicks to McDermott. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio trailing here. The pass to Murray. Over O'Quinn. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Spurs.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the 3-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
There's a minute left in the first. Picked by O'Quinn. Evans with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Ball stolen. Passes to Murray. Baseline jumper. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And the Spurs lead by 1. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early. And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
The first one falls. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. And McDermott drops them both.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Spurs working the ball around now. Cunningham dishes it to Murray. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Joseph. 4 on the clock. McDermott with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Pacers leading by a point. Live from the AT&TCenter in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And one of the most competitive men ever to play this game, Manu Ginobili, spoke with us about this year.
Just rely on what happened in the past, then you're stuck in the past. And we, many of us, maybe our last shot, our last season, we don't even know if we're going to have another season. So, you know, we want to do as good as we can.
Well, the fire is still there, but the energy and the ability, guys, to get it done physically, let's face it, at this point, Ginobili's mostly gutting it out.
Still, you know, though, he'll either beat you or go down swinging. Just a tough individual.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Just they've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Pacers, Corey Joseph is out there with Tyreek Evans. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Sabonis has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Over McDermott. They get it back. The Pacers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Sabonis. Dishes it to Evans. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 3-point Pacer lead.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
Cunningham kicks to Murray. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He kicks it to Evans. O'Quinn with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Here's Pirtle. Rebounded by McDermott.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on DeRozan.
I think I like the skill set of Doug McDermott. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he's got tremendous range.
The Pacers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one drops. Doors with so many one-and-dones entering the NBA, do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids who have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
Here's Collison after the basket by San Antonio. Turner with the screen. The drive by Collison. Tries again. The shot by Turner, no good.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Right side, DeRozan. He feeds it to Pirtle. There's a screen. Here's Bellinelli with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Now here's Collison. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Murray dishes to DeRozan. Puts it up from 17, and it's in there. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
That area, Kev, that in-between game between the post and three-point line, that's where players like DeMar make their living.
Turner with a screen for Collison. Layup off the pick. And again, it's Miles Turner. Turner's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And It's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
Throw good. Tyreek Evans. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Aldridge comes in for Dante Cunningham. And it's Mills in for Murray. Indiana also making some changes. Young comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Bogdanovich in for Doug McDermott. That one misses.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Young with the steal. Evans attacking. Some solid defense from Gasol.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball. Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Here's Turner. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his third assist on the night.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Mills with it. He's covered by Collison. Here's Evans. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And a refined offensive skill set for the Croatian Bogdanovich.
Well, Bojan, his three-point shot, obviously a big part of his game. He can really heat it up from the perimeter. On any given night, this guy can go for 40.
He misses the free throw. Hey, Doris, with all the switching on defense, it seems like everyone has to be able to guard both inside and on the perimeter. Do you see us becoming even more of a positionless league?
You know, this is a fascinating aspect to me because you focus on a player like Draymond Green, who coming out of Michigan State was considered a tweener, somebody who was neither a guard nor a forward and didn't have the requisite skill set to be effective in the NBA. But there is true value to players, be it at the small forward, the power forward, or the center position. Because the league is such a heavy pick and roll, because the floor is so spread, Kevin, the guys who have the kind of lateral mobility and the basketball IQ to switch onto smaller players and stay in front and contest shots, they're crucial. For right now, this is the trend, and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Here's Gasol. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
Turner passes to Oladipo. Screened by Young. Collison kicks to Young. The feed to Turner. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
Outside Bogdanovich. The kick out to Oladipo. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Mills. Guarded closer. The dish now to Gay. Tries to snap the cold streak. Another miss by Gay.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Collison dishes to Bogdanovich. Gasol with the steal. 3-on-3. Gay kicks to Mills. Gasol, a screen on Oladipo. Bellinelli passes to Gasol. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Indiana leading by 4. Now, here's Oladipo. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. With some arc, Collison, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. And it's Aldridge missing. The Pacers shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. Out to Turner. Indiana again missing. Spurs trail by 4. Gay with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Gay dishes to Aldridge. Kicks to Gasol. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
There's the screen. A drive by Collison. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bellinelli. Collison with it. 5 points in the game. Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Oladipo. And then Oladipo with the jam.
Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
And here's Mills. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gay against Bogdanovich. Gay kicks to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Collison. Covered by Mills. The drive by Collison. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. And he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle too.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Spurs have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Bellinelli. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison.
One shot, gentlemen.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And Nate McMillan with a solid track record as head coach in Seattle and Portland before taking over the Indiana Pacers.
Well, think about it. Before this job, 12 seasons, all coaching in the Northwest. And that goes along with 12 seasons as a player, all with the Sonics. He actually earned the nickname Mr. Sonic for almost 2 decades in Seattle.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Ginobili outside. Pass to Mills. Aldridge kicks to Gay. He dishes it to Ginobili. From deep. The putback. It's good on the putback. Aldridge has got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Joseph, the pass to Sabonis. To halt the run, and Joseph lays it in.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. center. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Aldridge, good.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Here's the screen. And Joseph kicks to Oladipo. Off target with his three.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We saw LaMarcus Aldridge lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection. Some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
Yeah, I think this guy was really looking for his shot on every possession. Remarkable effort from him on the offensive end in that first half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Pacers trail by 3. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Here's Bogdanovich. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And the foul on Miles Turner. That'll be his second foul of the game. Spurs leading by 3. Now Mills. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. A nice shot by Aldridge.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gasol with the steal. It's DeRozan with the drive. No good that time. Nice D from Oladipo. And for 3, Collison buries the long-range jumper. Collison's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Well, credit the shooter. It's just great work carving just enough space to get that 3 off in time.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
For the tie, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And sometimes there's no defense good enough for Victor Oladipo, an incredible shooter even with a hand in his face.
To the middle, here's Gasol. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gasol's got 8.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup. Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
And the foul on Miles Turner. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. feeds it to DeRozan. And Oladipo pulls it down. Oladipo's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pass to Collison. Oladipo outside. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, the strength of Victor Oladipo is on display there, effortlessly absorbing the contact. Nicely done.
And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
That one is off.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
And Indiana making a change here. McDermott's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Gasol with the steal. Here's Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Now here's McDermott. It's a one-point game. Shots good from Young.
Boy, masterful work from Thaddeus Young. He's got such tremendous length down there.
And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Good looking screen by Gasol. Here's Aldridge. They get it back. And Gasol gets it to go.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Turner with the screen. And he uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for Collison. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
They grab their own miss. Aldridge. Now here's Mills. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Gasol out to DeRozan. The 3 from Mills. And the 3 ball is good. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Uncovered. Second chance shot. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Oladipo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Boy, guys, such a rare combination, right? A great shot blocker who can also make threes. And if you think back to that 2015 draft, 3 kinds of those players entered the league. Karl-Anthony Towns, Kristaps Porzingis, and this guy, Miles Turner.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Cunningham comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Pacers. Evans comes in for Oladipo. Evans with the steal. Here's Collison. Softly drops in the floater. And now it's a 3-point Pacer lead. You talk to us about a stretch 5. Miles Turner already a knockdown shooter from long range.
Well, it's incredible at his size to be that smooth, that quick, and that high with his release. Your eyes are not lying. That's a 7-footer with a gorgeous shooting stroke.
Here's Poeltl. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Now here's Collison. He's guarded closely. Collison with the screen for Evans. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And a look here at the shot chart for Turner.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. San Antonio trailing here. Outside DeRozan. Over Collison. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And 12 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Kev, is there a guy who has a better understanding of what his job is than DeMar DeRozan? Put the ball in the basket. That's what he does.
Now here's Collison. He's got 12. Passes it to McDermott. And it's Evans in the corner. 5 on the clock. Plays it up and banks it in. Evans has got 7 points.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
On the wing, DeRozan. 12 points for him. Pass to Poeltl. Puts it up from 12. The shot comes out, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Outside Collison. Picked by O'Quinn. McDermott dishes to Turner. Poeltl with the steal. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. The shot off that time. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Evans goes in, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Ginobili.
You got to respect the physicality of Evans. Excellent at drawing contact on his way up.
The Pacers have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
Two shots.
The throw good. Tyreke Evans. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs trail by 4. To the inside, Poeltl. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Well, Kevin, you love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Poeltl with a show of some strength.
And the first ever NBA player out of Austria. Jakob Poeltl, the 9th overall pick back in 2016.
And remember, he was the Pac-12 Player of the Year as a sophomore at Utah. This guy's 7'1", pretty good athlete. Still adding strength, though, to bang bodies at the NBA level.
The Pacers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's Collison. Kicks it out to Evans. No good from outside.
Well, obviously, it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Fifth best, Miles Turner.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
No good on that one.
And when Gay is locked in, he's special. An efficient scorer who can effortlessly take over games.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. Corey Joseph comes in for Darren Collison. He hits the second from the line.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Now here's Evans. He's got 9. Back to Joseph. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Ginobili outside. There's the pick. This is to Gay. Shoots over McDermott. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Evans kicks to McDermott. Back to Evans. And it's Evans slamming it down.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Murray. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Pirtle. And he banks in the layup. Pirtle's got 9.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Evans kicks to Joseph. Evans against Ginobili. In the corner, it's McDermott. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. McDermott's got the lead up to 6 now for Indiana.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Stolen by Evans. Rejected by Ginobili. Gay outside. Ginobili the pass to Pirtle. Here's Gay. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Love watching Gay stroke it from there. His in-between game is strong. Measures it perfectly.
Picked by O'Quinn. Here's McDermott. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Here is Cunningham. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Gay outside. Off the pick. Here's Pirtle. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now here's Joseph. He's covered by Murray. They set the screen. They grab their own miss.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now here's Evans. Following the shot by Rudy Gay. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
shots.
The first free throw is good.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Bogdanovich is checked in for McDermott. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Murray kicks to Cunningham. He feeds it to Pirtle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out the stats for Murray. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
So how cool is it, Kev, that Jakob Pirtle makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:24 left to play here in the third. Joseph with the ball. He has 7. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Murray. Over Joseph. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pacers leading by 4.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left. Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
The feed to Gay. Over O'Quinn, and it's in off the backboard. Gay's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
Now here's Joseph. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Evans, an easy 2 points on the layup. Evans has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Pacers.
You know, after a first half of poor shooting, he is turning up the heat now.
Murray dishes to Ginobili, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Spurs have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And so he hits the technical free throw. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Gay.
Gotta admire the fast release of Gay. Once he has the ball in his hands, he's looking to shoot.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Let's get about 3 or 4 stops in a row. Let's get something put together defensively. Offense will take care of itself. Both teams are scoring. Somebody's got to play deep.
And Greg Popovich would very much like for his team to start locking things down defensively.
Yeah, I don't think coach is interested in snipering back and forth. I mean, he'd rather remove the other team's bullets than just to overpower them.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. We've got Bogdanovich. Sabonis is out there with Young. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position. Bogdanovich, no luck. San Antonio trailing here. Gay left side. Rejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
And they get it back. They set the pick. Here's Bogdanovich. And here's the fast break. Gay with it, picked up by Joseph. Gay passes to Mills. He kicks to Aldridge. That's short off the rim. The Pacers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. There's the dish to Oladipo. No good that time. Good work defensively by Ginobili. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. Kicks to Mills. Pass to Gay. Just 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his 5th foul. A different look now for San Antonio. DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bellinelli in for Manu Ginobili. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Collison comes in for Joseph. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Aldridge a screen. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Gasol. Over Young. Ejected by Young, but they recover it. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Indiana leading by 4. And Oladipo kicks to Young. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, the league is finally catching up with Thaddeus Young. 6'8", 220 pounds. He was a small ball power forward before that was in vogue. Now he's kind of the perfect fit.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And over the course of his career, Young more of a slasher than a shooter, Doris, at the power forward position.
Right. The southpaw has a very quick first step. And the last few seasons, though, starting to add that three-point shot. That will make him more effective.
Both free throws good from Thaddeus Young.
You know, Kevin, it's easy to me to see why Thaddeus Young's teammates love him. This guy always knows his role and always plays within himself.
Here's Bellinelli. Gasol a screen. Here's DeRozan. Good defensive work there by Young.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
It's good. And that's 10 points for Miles Turner.
Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot.
Mills dishes to DeRozan. From 10 feet out, here's Gasol, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Turner with the screen for Collison. To the paint. It's tipped. And Turner throws it down.
Miles Turner understands the angle at which he must set the screen and then uses that body to perfection.
Spurs trail by 8. Mills passes to DeRozan. Feeds to Aldridge. Inside. Here's Gasol, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Oh, he's been outstanding offensively. His performance has been one of the things that's gone right for them.
Young, again, Indiana.
We call that a smooth release on the jumper. Thaddeus Young looking comfortable.
Bogdanovich against DeRozan. Aldridge a screen. Back to DeRozan. 20 feet out. They get it again.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Shots good from Young.
Well, such an aggressive play. Young not taking no for an answer, just overpowers the defense.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8" at times, listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No, if anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's DeRozan. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. And DeRozan kicks to Mills. The pass to Aldridge. They set the pick. DeRozan dishes to Gasol. DeRozan, and it's DeRozan with the extra effort.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
The drive by Collison, rejected by Gasol. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Launches a 3. No good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's DeRozan. Passes it to Gasol. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And that's now 17 points for Pau Gasol. Now here's Collison. Covered by Mills. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Collison. There's a screen to the inside. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Well, Bogdanovich looking so comfortable close to the rim, just extends past the defense beautifully.
DeRozan against Bogdanovich.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Collison. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison and his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
First one falls for him. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Indiana. And both free throws good for Darren Collison. Here's DeRozan. Lets it go from 11. Nice spin off the left rim and in. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Collison, covered by Mills. Collison the pass to Turner. Gasol with the steal. Down low. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from DeRozan.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's Collison. Pass to Oladipo. Oladipo with a screen on DeRozan. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And that's 15 points for Victor Oladipo. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Aldridge dishes to DeRozan. Over Bogdanovich. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 22 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Collison kicks to O'Quinn. And Oladipo, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marco Bellinelli picks one up.
Boy, that's an example of really quick feet by Victor Oladipo. He's just so good at getting into the lane to pick up these fouls.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, the versatility of Victor Oladipo is fantastic. This is a clever guard who plays his heart out on both ends of the floor.
Oladipo hits them both. So it's the Spurs now. Now Mills. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Over Bogdanovich. DeRozan's shot is off. Pacers leading by 6. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. From the arc. Again, Oladipo missing. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Pacers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, to me, this franchise has got to be thrilled and excited about the upside Miles Turner has. He's a hard-nosed player who wants to be great, Kevin.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Aldridge a screen. And DeRozan kicks to Bellinelli. To the wing on the left. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Here's the floater. The second effort. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
I think I can make the case that DeMar DeRozan finishes through contact like a big man. This guy is tremendous at end one opportunities.
One shot. One shot.
Well done that time. He is a player you can always count on in a situation like that.
Pacers leading by 5. Oladipo dishes to Collison. O'Quinn, the pass to Bogdanovich. Collison, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Collison's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Bogdanovich continues to develop different aspects of his game. Great seeing him stick passes like that.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Fader on the way. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. O'Quinn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Aldridge. Spurs trail by 7. Bellinelli dishes to Mills. 18 feet out. The Spurs rebound.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here. And Gasol is someone you turn to in these situations. Need a big basket, he's ready to go.
And the Pacers call time here. They lead by 5. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Miles Turner.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Aldridge is covering. Oladipo for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Oladipo's got 20 points.
Well, he has shown, Victor Oladipo, that you must respect his 3 ability. When he's locked in, the defense has to contest.
Now, here's Mills. And Bellinelli kicks to DeRozan. Over Bogdanovich. And the basket by DeRozan.
My goodness, Kevin, it doesn't get much more efficient than that. DeMar DeRozan capable of these kind of outbursts.
There's the screen. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. He had a nice open look right there. And the Pacers lead by 8.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Well, there's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
The Pacers making a change here. Young's checked in. And stolen by Bogdanovich. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Oladipo, loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And now a 10-point Pacer lead. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Well, the low post play of DeMar DeRozan is starting to demand some attention. This guy is so well-rounded offensively.
One shot, behind the lanes.
The free throw is off from DeRozan.
Well, I think you have to admit that DeMar DeRozan is a guy who's gotten better with age. He's always been great, but I think now certainly one of the elite offensive players in the entire association.
Now here's Collison. Shot clock at 6. Outside Turner. There's the pick. And here's Young from the arc.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together, you know, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.